Welcome back to Good Day. Well, as you know, Stephen is doing some plant-based diet, clean living, and that means really looking at ingredients.
Yeah,
man, you were looking at
so important all the time.
Yes.
Spend a little extra time at the grocery store doing that. Well, there's a business in Adrian where you might not have to read the labels, and if you do, you can pronounce every ingredient. Gwynne and Jay Marks join us this morning from the Marks Trading Company. So, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Nice spread that you have here.
Thank you.
So, clean eating is so important, and so many people are trying to do just that. So, you guys told me you started 6 years ago. What's the origin story? What got you into producing clean ingredients for seasonings?
So it truly honestly started with our, at the time, about 9-year-old. She was actually reading the back of a taco packet, reading the ingredients.
Oh boy.
And couldn't pronounce half of the words. She came up across maltodextrin, didn't know what maltodextrin was. So we looked it up, found out it's like on a glycemic index twice as much as sugar. So it will spike it. So we actually kind of went from there. Then we kind of went down to Columbus, saw a spice store, and they had all clean products in their spices. And we're like, this is something we totally could do.
Yeah, just bring it here.
Yeah. So that's kind of how we started.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like you have a wide variety of products. So spices, obviously, and then, but it looks like you also have, what are these? Is this like olive oil? Or,
Yep, olive oils, vinegars, dressings. So back in 2021, we received a grant from the USDA to start a grocery store in downtown Adrian. So with that grant, we're now expanding. We're just getting ready. This summer will be a full grocery store in downtown. So we're going to partner with local farmers to bring their produce and meat in, really know the source of your food.
That's wonderful.
Congratulations on that. So talk a little bit about knowing the source of your food. For our viewers out there, really understanding where the food is coming from. Why is that so important?
You can go to the farm and watch them grow the vegetables, see how they manage that part of it, watch them how they manage their livestock, and how kind or clean they're managing it. No antibiotics, no steroids, any of things like that. So it's really important to see what goes into what's going into you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm looking at this. Speaking of that, it looks like a blue beverage here. What is this?
So this is part of our new tea line that we're carrying. So we're actually just getting ready to announce our iced tea line for the summer. And this is actually called a blue mango iced tea.
Okay.
So it truly is a herbal tea. There is no caffeine. And there's actually a butterfly pea flower in it. And that is where it actually gets the blue color.
The blue.
So, yes.
Okay.
I like it a lot. I have to go ahead and try it. Amanda can do her thing.
That's good.
I like
taste tea.
Yeah, you can taste that it's an herbal tea. So for folks who have food allergies, I'm sure you guys cater to them in a major way, right?
Yeah, so one of the things we do with food allergies is everything can be hidden, so we try not to hide anything. If whatever's in it, it literally is on the label. And we do call out any of the allergens that are there. We do try to stay away from some of the allergies, but we don't always can. We do have like a whole nut line and everything else.
Okay.
But that is separate from everything else. Gluten's been a big one. A lot of people are really allergic to gluten and don't like gluten. So like that is one of the things with all of our spices. So it literally has no preservatives, no additives, there's no gluten added. It literally is the spice.
Yeah.
And we put everything on the label as far as what is in that product.
Yeah, I'm reading it. I can read everything. Garlic, salt, black pepper, onion, pepper flakes, rosemary, basil, oregano, and parsley.
Yeah. So
Easy.
For people who don't think that's a real thing, just go to the grocery store and flip a package over and see that first ingredient, if you know what it is or if you can pronounce it. It's probably like 13 letters.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
The nice thing too about our products, because it's just pure spices and herbs and it's fresh, you have to use less. A tablespoon will do a pound of protein. So
you can make it stretch, which we love as well. It looks like you have some like packaging here too. Like, can people, pick up, something as a gift for someone, things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually have these baskets year round, and then they are always packaged at the store where you can always pick them up, or they're actually on our website. So gift baskets has been huge for us. Christmas time is a huge event for us for Christmas baskets. So we actually have a lot of people throughout the summer who will actually just come swing by, pick them up for wedding gifts or whatever.
Sure.
So,
Very nice.
And you guys have soap as well.
that's actually our daughter's company. We have two teenage daughters, and they started making soap. They were tired of us doing all of sitting around at the farmers markets and such with us, so they wanted to start their own little business.
Awesome.
So.
And this is easy to read as well.
The name of this.
The name of this soap is Monkey Fart Soap.
My daughter would love it.
All right.
My daughter would love it. So obviously there's some humor there, the teenagers. vendors who are doing this. I think it's wonderful, and when customers come in, I imagine that they're really grateful that they have a place to shop.
They are. We actually hear it a lot of times. They're grateful because it's easier for them to come in. They know they can read the labels, but they don't necessarily always have to read the labels. We do offer all of our products are clean. Even with our canned goods, all of them are all natural products, and that's kind of what we stick to.
Good.
And then we also, like you said, we partner with local vendors as well. So like Harvest Chocolate, I know you guys had
Yes,
on.
we've had them on
We
the
partner
program.
with them, and they are actually on our shelves and work with us. So we also know where their products come from. So it's nice that they can kind of come in and still get decent and good products.
Wonderful. And again, where can we find you all?
We are actually located right at 220 North Main Street in downtown Adrian. So
This is good. I love tea. And herbal, because I'm always looking for something that doesn't have caffeine.
Correct.
And I feel like even a lot of teas do as well. But
They
I'm
do,
like,
yes.
I had my coffee already this morning. Now I want some tea, and I don't need that caffeine. So, and
Yes.
it's blue, but it's not dye.
correct.
Right,
So
'cause-
it can still look fun.
Yeah,
and cool.
because it looks like Kool-Aid initially, but it doesn't taste that way. Really
No.
nice and refreshing, and it's clean.
It's good.
Right.
Yes.
Gwen, thanks so much for
Refreshing.
joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Being here today. Yep.